Greetings, peace. What's going on, sentient beings? It's Prosperity Priestess. I have a video today on the sacral or SVADHISTHANA, sacral chakra, SVADHISTHANA. I have a lot of information. I took some notes. I did some meditations. I did just some quiet time. Did that for about 15 minutes, which is a big deal for me. And I know it has a lot to do with the seeking, the searching I've been doing, and then I'm asking myself these questions, and whoop, now here goes the answer. Like even today, I saw Mama Wata. I saw, the Starbucks cup. It was just a piece of the cup cut out, and it was just literally just took the face right there, and then the rest was all clear. And I was like, I picked it up, I got it with me, I took it with me, and I didn't even comprehend. I didn't even peep game. Today's Monday. Oh, I think I might have been thinking that Monday, moon energy, water, yeah, and that's why I was like, "Ooh, you're coming with me," but I didn't even realize how deep into the information I was going to be getting today. I know that I'm on day 3 of my personal challenge to cover each chakra one day at a time. Saturday, Saturn, heart chakra. Sunday, the sun rules the solar plexus. Today's Monday, the moon, Swadhisthana, our sacral. And if we were to keep going, which we are, we will, we shall. It's Tuesday, Mars. Wednesday, crown chakra, Mercury energy. Thursday, Jupiter energy, Ajna, third eye. And Friday, throat chakra, Venus, Vishuddha. All right? So it goes in order and a line. I'm grateful to be able to present information that's been presented to me, share with me, pass down. There's so many teachers and master teachers. People with less have done more, and people with more have done even more. So many people who have taught, who've educated their self and then taught others and passed this information on, who inspire us, encourage us, and give us the light, so that help shine a light so we can find our way out of our darkness and whatever we're going through in this life. So, yes, I ended up asking myself a very important question today. After watching one of those master teachers, Bobby Hemmett, I've been on the Bobby Hemmett tip for like 3 days now. I think that has something to do with coming into this other channel came to my awareness, and I've been watching some of that, the tidbits information. I watched Dream Wise. It's a husband and wife couple, and I watched a show they had about the great mother, Sophia, right? And they drop a lot of Brother Panic information. So I'm like, wow, she's bringing me back. I'm so grateful. Oh, man. I'm like, I've been watching this stuff. When did I stop? What have I been doing the last X amount of years? Oh, is that how long it takes to go through a dark night of the soul? Oh. I give thanks to my ancestors. We stand on the shoulders of those who came before us. I was looking for my paper that I had wrote down all these different names before of various master teachers who I specifically was looking up. Well, who are these teachers that are teaching quantum physics, quantum, and speaking about melanin? Like, this is her name. I got it now. Dr. Jewel Pukrom. What? You better get with that 7 circuits of the brain. That's the next mission I'm going to learn about, because I already know it all has to do with these endocrine glands. She gets so deep, and she's always giving reference to the comedic origins and of this knowledge. I'm going to do some of that too. Yeah, that's what I do. A long time ago, when I was in college, I was actually gifted a shirt. Oh, my first college boyfriend. He was a Gemini. Anyways, He taught me a lot. I learned a lot. I've learned so much in relationships. Maybe I could have learned at other places. Apparently not in my life, in this life path for me. I learned a lot of relationships. Oh, my fault. I was supposed to be pressing play. Um, but he gifted me on Sunday. It was my birthday. He gifted me a shirt. I'll always remember Queen Tie. It's Queen Tie. That face, that knowing. It's just great. It's just great. Okay, there we go. Just grateful for that. I didn't know who she was then, and I'll share a little bit of information about her later. But the long story short of who she is, so y'all can know right this moment, and then go look her up. You know, King Tut, the young ruler, the gold face. King Tut has a mother, and his mother has a mother. So King Tut's grandmother is Queen Tie. So, and under her rulership, that's when Kemet flourished the most. So today, when you got the Ten Commandments, it stems from the 42 laws of Maya. You know, all the different angels that are known, or even astrological signs that are understood in Western culture now stems from Kemetic and ancient cultures. We've been doing this. No one is talking about writing and putting it in pyramids. Where do you think yoga comes from? We read about it in the story. Read it and see it. Historians, the anthropologists. They're digging up the artifacts, and then the historians are dating it and all that, and then you can see the geography, the locations where these things took place. You know what it is. So there is no. So the Middle East is, I guess, it's the same thing as the Middle West. You know what I'm saying? It's a political maneuvering. These are human terms. None of this supersedes the cosmic reality. The universal isness of it, the presence. Like, it just is. Like, God is. God is. Goddess. Been saying that for years. I remember somebody on Facebook was like, can I use that? Like, yeah, do your thing. Do what you want to do with it. But I understand where she was coming from. That is a hell of a trademark right there to be copyrighted. Sheesh. But let's get on to what I'm here for, the serious aspect, teaching and about these mudras, because we're using our body as an instrument, our voice, our fingers, to raise our vibrations. Is very helpful and harmonious for our energetic bodies. Like this says, awakening mudras for awakening the energy body. So I've been showing this with each video, and I go a little bit into these cards as well as this poster here, so we can cross-reference. It's the same information. You know, you plant these seeds and just keep watering, keep nourishing it. Which is all about today. Nourishment is moon energy. It's a Monday. It is Monday, which is why we're doing the SVADHISTHANA, the moon. It's Monday, May 13th. Gratitude. That's triple goddess energy all day. Monday. It's Monday, the moon day. You already know. Mother's Day was yesterday. You already know. So because it's the moon, it's SVADHISTHANA, this water energy, water, moon, and then when you say, and then the mother, that's the other reason, the 13 is M is the 13th letter. Today is the 13th. That's why I said that. So, coming through strong today. Hold on, let me see. Go into my little box of goodies here. I need to double check. I know this. I know that. I know that the M, right, and the 13, 1 and the 3 is a 4. 13, that's the Uranus energy. That's like in numerology. 4 is represented by the planet Uranus, whatever. All I know is when I see 13, I think M. I think Uranus. I think it's a 4. All of that comes together. It's foundational, right? But the M is a 13th letter. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13, mother, magic. They always want you to stay away from that mother energy. I mean that 13 energy, which is a mother energy. It's an M. They want you to think of it as, oh no, that's scary. No, it's not scary. It's sacred. Just like they want you to stay away. Oh, it's dark. That's bad. That's negative. Fuck out of here. That's the womb. That's the woman. That's triple darkness on them. But they stay all day going like this. Because this whole battle, you gotta see it. You gotta see it. The womb is this. It ain't this. It is this. And it's like perverting the energy of it. That's all the patriarchy is. It's a fight against the matriarchy. Come on, somebody. For real though. It is. That's what the patriarchy and modern day religion all goes against PCP, pre-colonial practices. Everything back then was about reverence to the goddess, to the god is, the womb to which we all came through. We talk about a little bit on this Monday, the 13th. Got to the day after Mother's Day. Got to. You wouldn't be here. You got here through a womb. Even the most famous virgin birth arrived through a womb, through that portal. So always give reverence to the mother, and then the father. It's XX. That's why they're mad. It's the original chromosome. And even I mentioned it yesterday, I was like, when you say Lucy, the movie Lucy, you'll believe it then because it's a movie. They're trying to show you even that's disrespectful because when you look at the Chronicles, chronological order, the timing of it, you go back to a certain time in certain areas, even if no matter what area, back to past a certain date is only a certain type of I want to be politically correct. I'm like, how do I say this? Pleasant and honest. Sometimes the truth is not pleasant. I was listening to the truth and I was crying like, why am I here? Like, that is true. That is what's happening. What the fuck am I here for? And I was like, well, why don't you just ask yourself that? I guess I just did, and I'll do it again consciously. Then all these answers started coming through. But it was also refreshing to hear the truth. All people of color predate Caucasians, period. Our history extends far beyond that. Everything that colonizers and Caucasian people they got from people of color. You can talk about the colonizers coming to America, when they met the natives of America, the native indigenous people, such as myself. My grandmother told me that her grandmother was 100% Cherokee Indian and blind. You can't tell me I came from another continent. Fuck out of here. But that's what you want me to believe. Meanwhile, we know the colonists would have died if it weren't for the natives teaching them everything they knew. You could take it back further. You could go to, I always speak about this, you could talk about the Moors. The Moors and their occupation of Europe. Because that's how it's documented. It's not saying the Moors colonized Europe, because we didn't colonize. We occupied, and in doing so, we taught the Europeans. So that's how the Europeans came out of they came out of their age of darkness. When you can look at the dates of it, when the Moors walked from Morocco, they walked over the Strait of Gibraltar into Europe and Spain. I learned this at school. As much as I talk myself about the public school system, I'm still with that stance vehemently. You know what I'm saying? I took an advanced course, an AP European history course, and they were teaching the history of Europe. And it's starts off talking about the Dark Ages and whatnot. And then it talks about that. That's how I learned that. And then throughout life, I learned more in other books and looking into this deeper, like, wow. And even colonization lasted 400-ish years. That's about where we're at now. And it's shit is falling apart. This colonizing, this patriarchal shit, it's falling apart. Whereas the occupation of the Moors was lasted 700 years. And it ushered in, was it the Age of Enlightenment? Is that came after the Dark Ages? Alright, light was brought. Light, knowledge, information. You would perish for lack of it. They was out there throwing pee out the windows. That's where you get the concept of, oh, have the man walk on the outside. Because in Europe, they were throwing pee out of windows. It's a little way to live. A corral. It's a Moroccan word. They had to teach you, hey, don't let the animals live with you. The animals got to stay outside and box them in this little thing here. Teaching you chess, arithmetic, the astrology, everything you know. You can go back to this stuff written on the pyramids, which are still standing the test of time. So I always give thanks to my ancestors. We stand in the shoulders of those who came before us. And what I'm speaking, you're not going to hear it in no public school system, because that was designed to deceive. You know? Confirmation. It's half truths, it's watered down stuff. Why the kids ain't learning how to grow plants? It's the most simple thing. The most simple thing. Like, how the audacity of an education system to not include how we're supposed to live. 2 seconds. We'll be right back. Forgot that. Sure. Okay. We not get off topic. It's all on topic. You know, even in the patriarchal and in these religions, they just want to be like, oh, women didn't exist. It's the Holy Trinity, a fucking triangle of all men. It ain't the mother, the father, and the child, which is the ankh, the woman, the womb, the zero, the man, the phallus, the one, and then the understanding, what comes out of that. When they come together, the man, the woman, and child, everlasting life, that's the ankh. They then perverted it into a cross, so got rid of that circle part at the top, the womb. But that's where you get it from. Matter of fact, I learned today, where the notes at? That's why I write the notes and I look the information up, and I don't remember everything, and I want to go back and be able to do more information. Where's her name at? She wrote a book. The Theft of African Prophecy by the Catholic Church. Her name is... the book's called The Sibyls. Mama Zogby, or M.E.D., which is like a medical doctor, medical education. It's a prefix, like a title. Vivian Hunter Hindrew. Ooh, wait! I also found out today that Dr. Frances Cress Wells, I didn't know her name. I didn't know her middle name was Luella. Yo, ancestor come through. I had no idea. And I was given that book. I was gifted that book to ice papers. I let someone borrow it and never got it back. My grandmother's name is Luella. It's like the Florence novel, Shin. And I'm very attracted to that. My grandmother's not Florence. My grandmother's name is Florence. This is so interesting. Oh, but we all came through a womb, you know. And that's why you see how it is. The energy of trying to suppress or oppress or ignore or dismiss the woman is, you see the results in this current state. We're still here. Like, what? You can't control us. You never could. That's not what it's supposed to be about. We're all supposed to be controlling ourselves. And in Afrocentric cultures, or even Native American cultures, Not just in Africa, but in America too. Basically, PCP, pre-colonial practices. I'm going to keep saying that. Coin that word, pre-colonial practices. So much reverence was given to the mother, the goddess. We live on this earth. You know, the stars are all in this like a big cosmic womb. It's a big triple darkness situation. If anybody's paying attention, even the concept when you want to know something, you go within. Even when you want to, the knowledge is one thing, but when you apply the knowledge, that's the wisdom. Y'all don't hear me though. Crying is cleansing. The water in the plants brings the growth. Anyways, we can do these mudras, mantras, and we'll go a little bit deeper. But they don't want you to know about. They want you to know about King Tut, but not his grandmother, Queen Tai, the womb that he came out of, the womb that his mother came out of. And what she looked like. Oh yeah, because she always rocked the afro. She always had the afro. And she had the bull horns with the sun disk in the middle. Who is that? That's her Thor. That's Taurus energy. Like we're in Taurus season right now. It is the mother. Okay? So of course her Thor's coming through. All that Venus energy. So I give thanks. And that brings a full circle. Full circle. A womb. We're going to end it. Period. A dot. There's so many references to the woman. You know, if you don't like women, you're probably like those guys back then who didn't like women. They keep doing things to suppress women and kill women, but they want to wear wigs and tights and makeup and powder on their face. But they don't like women. They don't like them, but they're trying to be them. Just make it make sense for me. They're mad. That's what that's called. That's called jealous. They're mad that you can't be. Oh, because they're XY. They're missing a chromosome link. Can't control them. Can't be them. Can't tell them what to do. What the fuck? People believe this now. Oh, women are the weaker vessel. They believe this. This is religious dogma where they get this shit from. When you're physically weaker, well, that's clear to see. Probably must be more stronger or tapped in other areas. You be the physical. You be the dense one. Okay, I'm gonna be light and free. Yeah, I'm gonna let my heart guide me. But in the religions, they'll tell you, oh, don't let your heart guide you. What the? Your heart will deceive you. Y'all motherfuckers is deceiving me with the words you're saying. Oh, your whole doctrine is deceptive. Stop playing. Alright, so that's why I get all excited and I come on here and share some information. And it's truth. And you can look up the information and go deeper. You're not going to learn in the public school system because their job is to perpetuate the racisms, the isms and the isms and the isms, you know. They'll have people come in and show you how to use fluoride toothpaste and give you some for free. And make sure you're wrong, but they'll never talk to you about a chew stick or the power, the turmerics and the sea salts. Things that if you just experiment with it yourself, some coconut oil and bentonite clay, try making it wrong. I did it before. People were like, we need more of that. That stuff was amazing. It's white in my teeth. I need to get back into that. A lot of things. All right. So before I start talking more and continue to talk more, let's do a little bit of these mantras, and we're going to use the mudra that is right here. SVADHISTHANA. I guess maybe before we get into it, I'll explain a little bit from this chart in terms of maybe some of the benefits, right? All right. I'm going to just read this bottom part for right now. SVADHISTHANA is ruled by the moon. The musical note associated with it is D, which is why we had the D tone playing in the background. The endocrine glands associated with the sacral chakra are the gonads. taste is the sense associated with our sacral chakra, and water is the element. Okay. Let's see here. For the prana vayus is called Vyana Vayu. It's VY, which I just, it starts with V. Like a womb has two V's, right? Vyana, Vyana Vayu. The amount of petals on that flower are 6. Okay. When the sacral chakra, the SVADHISTHANA, is blocked, it can manifest itself in these ways: fixation in the past, regrets, inability to be delighted, feeling of guilt, absence of motivation, jealousy, envy, mood swings, lumbar and hip pain. Even just reading that, I remember being there. I remember when it was blocked. I was like, you gotta really focus on that one right there. It's kind of nice to be reading it now. Like, oh wow, I've worked through these things. I've worked through some of it. Oh, this is great. All right, now when the SVADHISTHANA, our sacral chakra, is operating harmoniously, ways that it may express itself are some ways that it may express itself are some of these examples here I'm going to read. Energy and joy of living, creativity and sensuality, creative spirit, good social relations, ability to work with others, ability to get excited and let go. Manifestation. Sensual and creative pleasures. So we much rather want to be operating with our sacral chakra being harmonious and flowing as opposed to blocked. So we're going to do the, here. It is the mudra associated with it. 12:30. All right, confirmation. The mantra associated with the sacral chakra is VAM. V-A-M. You know it's a V. It's VAM. Okay. And I'll show you how it looks. Because I thought I had it earlier. It's very simple. Very simple. You put the pinkies together and the ring finger together and the thumbs together. Alright? And your pointers together. So everything is together. Except the middle finger. The middle finger is going to come around. The pointers. And that's what you have. So this is what I'm doing, like this. Okay. Good. Do it again. Okay. And just take these two and bring them down. Good. Vom. It's not about being perfect. It's about getting in there and doing it. I tell myself that 1,000 times a day. Confirmation. So that was just a little bit of us practicing it together, and it's awesome. You can feel it. Oh, you can feel the silence and the calmness. Like I was saying, I did some meditation earlier today, about 15 minutes, so I was really proud of myself for that. Just no sound, everything off, lights off, TV off, just me, just sitting, half lotus, and I wasn't even doing any mudras or mantras. I was just meditating. Then all these tears started flowing. Then I was even more motivated. I was like, okay, I gotta go do this breathing. Oh, because I watched a video on prana and chi, and I'm like, oh, I had to share this. Why don't we know this? Whoa! So I shared it on my YouTube page, so hopefully you guys check that out. It's great. It's a little 10-minute video. I love it. But it's so simple, and how divine that, because it was like, it was titled, Prana is not air. And I was like, oh, let me see what they about to say. It's not. Oh, I wrote some notes, right, I was excited. Right, what is my contract consist? That was after I had asked, what is my contract? Does it consist? Then I ended up seeing this, Prana is not air video. Why am I here? Okay, prana is not air. So this was the video I watched after. Prana is not air. It's chi. Like prana, the breath. That's not air. It's chi. And chi is the essence of life. When I heard him say it, I was like, what? Rewind. I gotta what? Chi is the essence of life. I'm getting all excited. Just like a seed, you know, if you put an orange seed in the soil, it's always going to be the orange. It's never going to be a sunflower. The essence of something is in the seed, or in like essential oils, the essence of it, what it is at the core, at the crux, right? She is the essence of life. I was like, okay. I need more chi in my life. And it's just breathing, it's just air. What a divine master plan. Yes. It's the life force that connects all. With influences, vitality, and passion. And chi, the prana, it absorbs energy that sustains. Yes. So when we breathe in, we're absorbing the energy, the essence of life. We're absorbing the energy that sustains our physical and spiritual selves. Oh, that's how breatharians work. I ain't get that far yet. Ooh, wow. That's why even fasting is so relevant. And you know how when we exhale, we're releasing the toxins, releasing what we don't need, the carbon dioxide, breathing the oxygen, but even energetically, it's the same thing. Wow. So I was very grateful for that message, to those answers to come to me, come to my awareness. I'm living in alignment via awareness. I'm committed to this, and I'm grateful. And the highest reference for it. Yes, this is life. All you gotta do is breathe. Who would have thought, if you wanted to live, all you gotta do is breathe. So, full circle. Boom. I was even more inspired after I did the little 15 minutes of meditating. Got all emotional and stuff. I was like, it's okay, it's a Monday. You know how Mondays are. It's a moon energy. Mondays be getting you. It's not unusual for you to drop some tears on a Monday. Or for things to strike a chord a little bit deeper than usual. I know. And the moon, is not in Cancer. Dun, dun, dun. It is in Leo, which I like 2 moon signs ago, I was like, oh no, it's about to be a Leo moon. But let's not say, oh no, right? It's exciting. Anything can happen. Mm-hmm. Fireworks. Leo moon, something's popping off, and it did too. Anyways, and I'm excited. I'm like, this is real. This is real life. It's like the Matrix. I got agents coming at me, like, look, really, people coming up to me in glasses and shit, looking just like you. And I'm Ray Charles to the bullshit. Motherfucker speaking to me, and I'm like, I'm in the middle of doing I was doing a 1 nostril. Alternate side breathing. Alternate nasal breathing. Release. So I did that outside, grounding while sun gazing. For more than 30 minutes. Yeah, that had to be like about 40 minutes. So I just boom, chalk it up as a 30-minute session. Because I know I went out there 5 of. I know I heard the bell ring. At the time it was 10, must have been 10 o'clock. And then I know I heard it again because I was focused. I was like, I'm going to stay out here. I gave myself a little challenge. I was like, I'm going to keep going until I hear that next bell. That'll let me know it's 30 minutes. All right. And I challenged myself, and it was so interesting. As soon as I said I wanted to do that, now there's hella distractions because I could hear it around me. Everything was all peaceful and calm. Like I said, I got people coming up to me trying to talk to me, the agents and shit trying to serve me paperwork. Like, no, hello, no, are you so-and-so? Do you live here? I didn't say shit. I just kept breathing. I didn't even look at his motherfucking ass. He just kept doing what I was doing. And then he's like, okay, no response. I should have just kept not saying nothing. I was like, well, the proper, I said, good morning. That's the proper way to start. Hello, how are you? I know you can see I'm in the middle of doing something, so I'm just continuing to do what I was doing. I don't know what you were doing. I know you don't comprehend what I was doing. I know that, but you still see I'm in the middle of doing something, and you did not even introduce yourself or greet yourself. None of that. Why would I acknowledge you? That's how I be talking to people. For real, though. Fuck out of here. And that was nice. You came offensive. You know how you came. And you got a job to do. Look, you don't got to be rude or nasty or nothing. Which you weren't. You were just not. It's not. I didn't feel like I need to acknowledge that. You didn't feel like you needed to even present yourself properly. Motherfucker, as you can see, I'm busy. Read the mailbox and find out who the fuck I am. Go ask somebody. Ask whoever told you I was outside and I came outside 6 minutes ago. Ask them, but you gotta hear me say it, which you never did. You ain't hear me say, yes, I am this person, and yes, I live here. You still serve the paperwork, right? You gonna turn around upset, go back in the car type shit. Just to come back out, drop the paper on the porch. You've been served. That's my name and shit. Have a good day. I was like, you have a good day too. Come on, man. It's not even a tower moment. I was thinking about it. I'm still doing the thing, still exercising, it is so funny. So then there was even more distractions in the mad car doors. And then it was literally to the point where, wow. I'm like, I know there's not a motherfucker right. There's somebody right next to me. It has to be the car right next, because I can hear the doors. It's like, I'm still doing this. It's like 8 minutes later. And it's like the same car doors keep opening and closing. 8 minutes later, it's like I wanted to look so bad. Like, stop and look. It's like I could feel you. Like, it's like I could just feel someone standing there going like this. Or just sitting there doing something because they want to know. I don't even see you. I can't even tell you the type of car they were slamming the door to, the color of it, the gender of the person, what they were putting in and out of the car. There was no walking back and forth. It was just a bunch of, it wasn't, when you slam the car door or trunk or whatever, 12 plus times would be a light count. Because I'm literally just out here doing this. And it's like, I'm going like this, but I know I hear. And I'm like, that's not across the street. That's right next to me. I never even heard anybody walk near me. Interesting. So you don't got stuff with you. This is what all I'm assuming. Like I said, I never even saw it. It's just so funny. It's just so funny. But the ops, they got a job. You know what I'm saying? They send their agents and shit. But you already know what this is. Ephesians 6:12. confirmation. Answers will be coming through. And is it John 14:14? I ain't got to do nothing. My ancestors is hitters. They'll find out. I mean, they know. They see it. They just keep pursuing. I don't know what they want. I do. They want this energy. They can have it though. I live freely. I just do me. It makes them so mad. I'm over here so glad. Doing my happy dance. Doing my money dance. Let me see. Where did I wrote this? Oh, right. That's how I knew I had to stop when it was time. Because even after the bell rang into the 30 minutes, I kept going. I got all excited and then I kept going. And then eventually, once I was like, everything was more calm and in control again. And eventually, after like 8 to 9, 10 minutes of that person being around me, I just kept hearing the doors close and open. And I'm like, this shit is so a production. It's like you can see it is the fucking Matrix. It's interesting. And in my mind, I'm like, why? All I'm doing is I'm out here fucking staring at the sun, breathing, grounded. Why? Like, I know it's different. And I'm like, yo, you know, they was mad at Jesus and them. You know this. Come on, yo. Even Jesus was persecuted. You know, it's not something to care about. That's how you actually know you're doing the right thing. Because if you was out here doing negative things, nobody would try to sabotage you or stop you or be watching you wanna see. No. They want to see you slip up when you're on your righteous path. That's when they want to, or like Isaiah, when he's on his righteous path, they want 42 people want to come, and they weren't young children. It says the youth, they were young men, and there was 42 because no less than 42 of them got mauled by them bears, right? 2 Kings 2:22. No less than 42. So it wasn't just a couple of kids going over just to, we wanna pick on you because you're having a bald head. No, it's analogy. The bald head is a reference to it's a concept of Hierophant, his position. You know, the bald head, his position. And it wasn't just a group of little of them. There's 42 of them. It was a whole mob. It was an organized scenario. They came out to come and ridicule him because they know he's walking on his path, going to wherever he was going. Yeah, and they came out and they was like picking on. No. And like I said, it wasn't just, they weren't children. They were young men capable of being out at war and all of that. And it was a whole group of them that they just came out to be like, oh, you call yourself with the all-knowing force? Oh, who are you? All right. You know, they came out to try to, all right. And then he turned around and cursed that ass. And he said one word. So I don't even know what he said. I don't even know what he did. I think I said he cursed him or something like that. The bears came and they mauled no less than 42. All I got to do is sit still and keep being my highest self. That's what that is. That's what that story is about. And there's all these different stories. When people, they get mad. Oh, bone in my bone and flesh in my flesh. Oh, that's up for something different. Okay. Boom. John 10:34. Is it not written in your law, I said ye are gods? And that's a repeat from when he said it in Psalms 82:6. So, you know, me choosing to awaken my energy body, tap into my God power, I understand. They've never liked none of this. And this is what is so natural to us as women. So this is what they want to attack it. Witch trials. You're mad, you don't understand it. It's magic. It's maybe something you, why don't you go with them? Why don't you see what you manifest or bring forth, govern, operate, or destroy? Confirmation. Oh, I heard this song and I started singing it. And I was like, oh, okay, I guess you're done now. I guess you're done. I can make it through the rain. I can stand up once again on my own. And I know that I'm I'm strong enough to live. And every time I feel afraid, I hold tight to my faith. And I'll live one more day. And I'll make it through the rain. I love that song. It's so inspiring, but I could hear it. And that's great. That's great. I think I looked Mariah Carey up before. I think she has Taurus energy because she is a brand. She is a whole. She has a. Like that is her, Or you hear and this for the Christmas. I was supposed to look her energy up so I can remember it. Anyways, you can make it through the rain too, and it's quite relevant. The sun kept shining through. It was so good. It was so healing. Go out there and get that prana, that chi. Nobody can stop you from being your highest self. No matter what they do, all they can do is sit and watch and be mad. They start fuming. The gas comes out the head. Oh, ops. Ooh, that's right. I did see a dead possum last night when I was outside. I got hyped too. And they were behind me too. So I got excited. I was laughing. Confirmation. I was laughing. I was like, oh, look at the ops. Ops is dead. I don't want that one. John 14:14. The battle is not yours, it's the Lord's. Woo! My ancestors is hitters out here. Matrix, ops, hate to see you shine. I promise, do it anyways. Why? Because that's who you are. That's what you were called to do. Shit. I remember when I was younger, and I remember that Cat Williams joke. He was like, ladies, if you got you 5 haters at the beginning of the summer, you need to be figuring out how you can have you 20 by the end of the summer. And I was like, yeah, I was feeling that so much. That's a fact. It's like the concept of sabotage. You're about to race somebody. If the person is operating a low energy and they don't feel confident in their self and they can win, they're not determined and committed. Like, I'm gonna do this no matter what. I got this, and trusted in their self. And they start looking around, like, what can I do? They feel intimidated by you. That's what confirmation. That's the only reason why somebody will sabotage you. It's admitting their inferiority. Woo! Like Dr. John Henry Clark said, he said I don't argue with people. He said I don't debate with people that don't know. He said, what did he say? He only debates with people that are on a certain level intellectually with him. Everybody else he teaches, something like that. Just letting y'all know, he ain't debating nobody. I wrote some names down. So happy. John Henry Clark, because I couldn't find my list from before. Dr. Delbert Blair, Dr. Jewel Pookrum, Dr. Leela Africa, Dr. Francis Cress Wilson. I'm so inspired and impressed by these ancestors. We stand on the shoulders of those who came before us. Queen Afua. What's her son's name? Supernova Sloan. Ha ha. He unified. He was in the military. He's been vegan since birth. He was vegan in the womb. That's Queen Afua's son. He unified the Crips and the Bloods. He's got solid. I'm meant to look up his energy too. But I get inspired by so many people out here pursuing their life path, and this is what I'm doing. This is my way of doing it. Can't nobody tell me how to do me, how to be me, and I must be doing something right. I keep getting agents and shit. Awesome. Here we go. Yeah, you feel that pressure. We know pressure makes diamonds. We know that. And this is something I learned from a Pisces. The difference between pain and pleasure is what? It's pressure. Woo! So it's all perspective. of us are here to be pressured, and all you're gonna do is make the diamond gleam. I need that pressure. That's what happens with carbon when carbon's under pressure, huh? 666. Electrons, neutrons, protons. Might go looking at some carbon. Whew. What am I supposed to be speaking about now? Oh, all right. I'm supposed to go into clean tie as well. Gotta do that. I need to read a little bit of this. Let's get back to this SVADHISTHANA, this orange chakra. Yeah, those are all the notes for today. You feel good when you're doing your calling. I didn't even try to pick out one ahead of time today. I was like, we're going to go through it together. Okay. Sacral. And these ones are sacral chakra. Okay. All right. SVADHISTHANA. Second chakra. Meaning, inner dwelling place. Location, below the navel. Sound, VAM, V-A-M. Color, orange. Symbol, 6-petal lotus flower. Rules, reproductive organs, ovaries, testes. Element, water. Qualities, fluidity, receptivity, creativity, and pleasure. Yes. So some of the cards here: fluidity, harmony, reassurance, nourishment, and opening. Great. Awesome sacral chakra words. And before I pick one of these, I'll read the rest of this up here pertaining to the sacral chakra. Confirmation. SVADHISTHANA. I don't know if you guys can hear that. There's like horns in the background, or I'll hear sounds outside. I'm like, yep, that's confirming what I said. The color for the second chakra is orange. The mantra is VAM, V-A-M. Physical organs associated with our sacral chakra include ovaries and testicles, kidneys, colon, urinary tract, lumbar vertebrae, basin, sacrum, and then it has liquids. So the liquids that it's talking about are bile, water, mucus, milk, lymph, blood, semen, and sweat. Biology, so deep, anatomy. Wow, that's a lot of water. Bile, water, mucus, milk, lymph, blood, semen, sweat. We do all that? But all of that, yes, is pertaining to, that's the waters of the liquids of our body. Keywords: I feel. That's why it's fluidness. I feel as if I need to adjust my tube top, my strapless bra, this tube top dress. So I had this covering on because this dress is always doing this. Anyways, I feel sensations, feeling. Right, like I was saying, I was very aware. I was like, I don't see it, but I hear and I feel. It's like when you could feel someone staring at you, right? And you turn, it's like there's somebody is there. There's a reason why you're like, what's this? Oh. Feelings, but that's discipline, that's control. You be in charge of it. You don't let the feelings override. See, I was looking up the 7 deadly sins before, because what I want to do is correlate them with the 7 chakras. And what's that one? Gluttony. I feel like gluttony has a lot to do with the waters and the moons and the feelings. And I was like, I got the spirit of gluttony. I got to get it out. And it's not just about your size. I know people will see that, hear what I'm saying, like, and maybe think that Well, you don't look like that physically. It's not just about your size. You know, people could be gluttonous in their gambling addiction, or they could work too much and not have a healthy balance. You know, whatever it is you're doing. Oh, that's why, because I listened to somebody like break down that energy of the glutton, the spirit of the gluttonous spirit, and she was saying, like people who like to smoke weed. She's like, that's a good one, that, and I was like, oh, and then she ended up talking about that, like, you don't have to be, with the what do they call it, the body mass index, or on the scale of obese, just to be politically correct. I'm not saying this out of negativity or hatred or to be triggering or to be mean. I'm saying it's to accurately depict what I'm referring to. And but according to, I was considered overweight according to the body mass index, and that's why I couldn't get into the military when I tried to get into the ROTC. And my family, everyone thought I was lying. My dad thought I was joking when he came to pick me up. Drove an hour to come pick me up. Got out of work early. He's like, well, I just had a whole day of training. But he thought I was lying. And I was like, no, they said I'm overweight based on my height. So don't pay that shit no mind. And I pretty much always look like this. I used to be a little bit thicker. Used to be a little bit thicker before motherhood and shit. Before some other things in life. You know, I had that snapback too. Yeah. Confirmation. Still got that snapback. Well, anyways, you know, just different things in life. But I'm gonna get there just like I used to have hair. I've done a goddess braid before. I was so proud of myself when I started rocking that. I'm gonna get it. You can actually see it in some of my old videos, which I had said they were like 2 years ago. They're like 3 years old. Shit crazy. Started the channel this long ago. That's okay. Keep going. And it's still me. I'm still here. I'm still doing the same shit. It's more evolved. Hopefully a little bit more mature with it. Releasing the information and the presentation and the impact, as well as the consistency, the commitment too. So we are on feelings, SVADHISTHANA, sacral chakra. I feel sensations, feelings, sex, food, appetite. Right, because there's room and none of us will be here. Right? But the appetite, food, that's your appetite. That's why it has to do with what's this one? The one, overconsumption. Overconsumption, that's another one, the gluttonous spirit. Boom. Spirit of gluttony. Yeah, when people want to keep buying stuff. Over-consuming is gluttonous, is it not? So it's like, oh, I respect that. The minimalist, I thought about doing that before. That's as far as that extended. I was like, you know what? Balance is best. Balance is best. Orange, amber. The stones and some stones associated with the sacral chakra are orange amber, orange calcite, carnelian. Oh, sunstone. I don't even know what that is. An imperial topaz. Which when I hear topaz, that makes me think like a bluish color. So that's kind of interesting because I think about like, you know, like the Southwest is like that turquoise and that bronze was like a rust color, orange, right? So interesting, imperial topaz. Essential oils that are associated with the sacral chakra include benzoin, bergamot, sandalwood. Ooh, sandalwood. Ooh, and bergamot's a good one too. I like that. Has this freshness to it. Sandalwood is, it's heavenly. Ladaniferous cistus. Ladaniferous cistus. Ginger. I love ginger! And I love vanilla. Tangerine. Ooh, the vanilla tangerine mix, that twang. Woo! Put vanilla in my apple pies and like some coconut. I make vegan apple pies from scratch. And yes, do some coconut oil and some vanilla. That twang right there. Somebody. Woo! Orange, petite grain, Bigorade, and ylang ylang. Oh, ylang ylang is nice, gentle, soft, very pleasant. Yes, I did just smell the ylang ylang. It was either ylang ylang or jasmine. I kind of get those ones confused. I like both. I love both. So let's keep moving forward. Let's do some pardon me. Sheesh. I just feel like I'm all exposed and stuff. I don't know what's going on. Maybe I should look and see. I just want to make sure I'm decent. And I don't want to be, what's this other, seven deadly sins. This is, come on, we know this one. This one's all over the freaking world. What is this one? Especially America. I talked to my daughter about this the Jezebel spirit. But what is the name of it? It's one of the seven deadly sins. It's probably this one right here. Yeah, real earth-like. Yeah. Lust. So you know what I'm talking about. Bingo. Yeah. Adrenalines. Anyways, I don't want to be, my goal is to get information out, not to be distracting. You know, girls want attention, women want respect. Confirmation. Somebody tell me something. Shh. You're not gonna learn this in no public school system or the media, mass education dedicated to inspiring awe. That's what I named my speech in college. I did one time. What do we want to do? Fluidity, harmony. Well, today is the 13th, right? But the harmony one, it looks so simple. This is simple too. We'll go with this. This is the 13th. This is the first one. Harmony is that. But people need harmony in their life. Fluidity, inner refreshment, emotional ease, nourishment. Ooh. Harmony, life transitions, equanimity, and balance. All right. We'll go with both. Because today is the 13th, right? Fluidity. I wanted to not do it because I could hear myself pronouncing it wrong. That's okay. It's okay to not be perfect. Let it flow. Let it out. It's all right. And then stick with it, right? I got it right. Fluidity. Let me actually look at it. Fluidity. The more and more you get it, the more and more you'll flow confirmation. It'll be more natural. It's like me coming on these videos and doing this, right? Matsya Mudra. That's what it looked like. I'm going to read to you, but I don't want to like this right here. It assists with inner refreshment, emotional ease, and nourishment. All right, some benefits. Releases muscular contraction, supports joints and eases inflammation, cultivates emotional fluidity and calmness. Instructions: place the right palm over the back of the left hand. Right palm over the back of the left hand. Both hands facing downward. Keep all of the fingers stacked while extending thumbs out to the side. Hold hands with fingers extending outward away from the abdomen. Hold hands with fingers extended out away from them. So is this what it looked like? Oh, it is. I mean, I follow the direction. All right. Great. I can make it through the rain. I can stand up once again on my own. And I know that I'm strong enough to live. The video is really nice too. Every time, goosebumps, I am afraid. I hold tight to my faith. And I'll live once again. And we'll make it through the rain. Focus. Gentle waves of ease flow through my mind and body. Oh, that's what I was experiencing. Gentle waves of ease flow through my mind and body. Gentle waves of ease flow through my mind and body. Gentle waves of ease flow through my mind and body. Gentle waves of ease flow through my mind and body. So it's as simple as that. Whether you're saying the sentence, the focus sentence, affirmation to help you stay focused on the concept, you can say it out loud, or you can just say it to yourself. You can say it one time, you can hum, you can maybe sing a song that brings that energy to you. You know, but this concept of putting your hands like this, the mudra, Matsya Mudra, is the mudra of fluidity, flow, ease, and easily. Ooh, water, river, mother, God is energy. Come through. Fluidity. With ease. It's coming with ease, flow, my mind and body. Okay? So that's that one. Gentle waves of ease flow through my mind and body. That's a good one. All right. The next one we'll do together is harmony, because we all need harmony. You know what I'm saying? If there were some other people singing, y'all might have heard some harmony up in the song or not, because it means everybody's got to be on the proper note there. Trimurta. Trimurta. Try. Just try. Tri. Murta. Mudra. Oh, you can see it on the front. Harmony, which you saw me doing earlier, and I didn't even know. It was a whole situation up in here. You saw me do this earlier. So that's the perversion version. This is when they take your knowledge and then flip it inside out, like the swastika. SVADHISTHANA. Swastika is ancient African sigil of power that was used, reused, recycled, reversed, flipped the opposite way, and was used as the official logo or symbol or sigil for the Nazis in their agenda. They took an ancient African sigil of power. It's a sigil, signs. You're like, oh, that's magic. All right, but Starbucks got mommy water. Nike got the that's a goddess. That's a goddess, and they're gonna go back to ancient Greek, but you can just take that and go back to them. Go back to them. Go back to Kemet. You can go to Sumerian. I don't care where you go, but you can go back further than Greece. That's for sure. You can go back further than that. It's a copycat. It's plagiarism. Saying it's yours. It's not. It is, but let's just know that there's more ancient and older that it comes from. Pythagorean didn't invent no motherfucking triangle pyramid mathematical concept when all them pyramids was been there and are still there and they're constantly aligned and they're standing the test of time. Every time they talk about, I learned this from a KRS-One video. Every time they talk about a Pythagorean theorem to prove it, they show you a pyramid. Stop playing. They say about the pyramids, it's got the other half underneath, so it's really a diamond. And they're really like, they're portals. And it's for spaceships to be able to land. What about that? Matter of fact, where's the book of, what's his name? Ezekiel. Is that one in there? Did they take that one out? Or it was the Enoch. They took out Enoch. I have one of those books. Somewhere. I have so much stuff to read that I get to read, and I'm grateful I get to read it. Boom. Let's move further. I hold tight to my faith. We are all one, because we are. This is an affirmation. We are all one. Oh, this was a gift to me. Dang, was this a birthday gift, solar return gift, or was a mother? This was gifted to me. Dang, because she knew I was into that. That was my best friend. I ghosted her because I was embarrassed about my life. Like, I just felt like I wasn't doing anything in life on a financial level, and like I was a single mom living in the projects, no car, and trying to figure out what I'm gonna do money wise and job wise. And then it seemed like it was always that situation every time you turn around. And I was just embarrassed. She was a great friend. You know, she was an Aries. She is an Aries, and she was doing her thing. New car, new house, always working, no children. But I also could see that, like, you know, she was a really good friend. She was never like hurtful or mean or nothing. It's like I wasn't like that to her. We were able to talk to each other, and if we just disagreed, we just agree to disagree. That's one thing I like. They be like, "Oh, women are catty." No, listen. Well, with my real friends, it's like at times we just agree to disagree. Your family, the one that want to argue with you, but your friends, it's like, all right, this is how she is. This is what it is, and then we decide that we're not trying to push each other either direction, and then we move on to something else. Sometimes we may talk about some things. Other times we just let it go. Like, we'd rather be friends than fight. That's why friendship's good. Family's good to let you know who you are and what you stand for. They're just going to want to keep fighting. They're going to be like, no, you need to be like this. And you got to stand up for yourself and be like, I'm not like that. I don't want to be that. You don't even want to be that. You don't even know what that is. Anyway, some quotes. Anyways, I could see, like, I was super into healing, though. She wasn't, and I was going more and more so direction that way on my path, and I was even embarrassed about that, like not knowing what I'm doing and why. But I just, a lot of the things I was into, I was not having fulfillment out of it. Like, I don't want to keep meeting up to drink because it's Friday, and then again Saturday. Like, let's put our money towards something else. Like, at least go out of town somewhere. Well, she used to do a lot of that too. Groups of friends, they was getting that good old state money. I was like, I don't know how they do it. Aunties, grandma, somebody babysitting them kids. Kids watching each other. Not her, but some of the other people and stuff. That's just not the life I wanted. I wanted to be there for my child all the time. And chose to sacrifice money. But it was like it's an internal battle. It's like, well, but I need this money, but I gotta live. But how? But you can't tell me that's more important than taking care of my child. And then all I'm doing is, because I'm chasing the money, other people are taking care of my child, and it's creating problem after problem after problem after problem. And so I found out more and more about who I am. Like, apparently I really care about being a mom. And I really care about her nourishment and what's going into her, what she's being exposed to, the type of energy she's around, and versus slaving to get somebody else rich and struggling to pay your bills, still on food stamps, working full time, going to the walk-ins. Do you have insurance? Bitch, I got a whole full-time job. Do you got insurance? Talking to me nasty because I come to a walk-in. That don't mean I don't have a job. And even if I didn't have a job, that doesn't mean I'm a bad person or something's wrong with me. That don't mean sit behind that desk and have an attitude. Because they got a title, they be acting entitled. There's always these people behind the desk, I promise you. Same people. See me in public. You wouldn't even speak to me, let alone with that type of bass in your voice. God, I'll knock all that shit. I'll knock all this shit off the table, ling ling. Shit. I'm gonna talk to you like you put your pants on one leg at a time, just like me. What's that title mean? What's you sitting behind that desk mean? You better change the whole. If you can't help me, go get a supervisor who can. They switch their tone up real fast. Right. What is that called? People they get big headed. They feel like they have some sort of power. Misfeasance. You ain't using the quote unquote authority that you have, right? And you certain things, he's trying to overstep boundaries. You don't got no jurisdiction over me. I have inalienable rights as a being here in general. They don't want to take it there though. I just be coming like that or talking like that, and it's like I wasn't nasty to you, I'm not about to sit here and let you be nasty to me. Because really, it's a projection. You see me like, she thinks she is, and she's probably, well, whatever you see on TV, because I don't come in representing that energy. Now you're going through cognitive dissonance. So now I'm agitating whatever idea you had of people who look like me. But now that I'm speaking articulately and properly, and you just want to find a way to, I don't know, burst my bubble. It's not going to happen. Y'all motherfuckers been trying for years. I'm just getting more and more into this shit. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. And my word shall not come back void. Huh. Use the hecker voice. And who you think you're talking to? Let me get on my 7 of Wands. Stay ready. Some quotes, some meditation. This is why it's very important to make sure your energy, you're coming from the right space, coming from that heart space. It's hard. You gotta not argue back. That's really what the game is. Because from a distance, two people arguing, you both look like fools. If they're a fool, don't argue with them. Don't pay no mind. Don't let them get you distracted or off your game. You're flowing. You in harmony, which was what I was talking about before I just started talking about all this lack of harmony. Unharmonious mother effers. Which is a very derogatory term stemming from slave masters, from people trying to breed people and saying, well, you look like a nice strong boy. You're gonna go fuck your mom. That's what the motherfucker term comes from. It's very patriarchal. It's very, very oppressive. Confirmation. 2 seconds. Alright, we'll rock with it. Quotes to meditate on. For those, and that's the whole problem. They keep trying to fuck our mothers instead of love them, guide them, protect them, provide for them. You know? And we have to do that for ourselves, love each other, and show them how to do it. Love and teach our sons and our daughters. So I'm so grateful to all the people, the men and women who have used their energy to teach and to nourish, and to love, change the frequency. We need it. And now I'm a person like that too, because I choose to be. I'm grateful for the information. I get all emotional. I'm grateful. And I have light, I have information. I can use light to help other people get out of whatever darkness they may find themselves in. So this is a quote to meditate on. It says, for those, it's okay, fluidity. It's Moon Day. I told you what happens to me on Mondays. It'll be extra emotional. And I made sure after I did my meditation, I didn't have no sugar. I haven't had any food. I usually don't really eat too much in the rising. So I didn't have no sugar. I didn't have no coffee afterwards. I didn't smoke any weed. I didn't do anything except for stay focused. I got myself dressed. I cried a couple more times. Happy tears. Joyful. I'm grateful. I'm so grateful. Full of greatness. I'm happy to be. Stuttering. Quotes to meditate on. For those who are always courteous and respectful of elders, 4 things increase: life, beauty, happiness, and strength. The Buddha. Stand on the shoulders of those who came before us. I love the elderly. I always felt like, you know, those questions like, if you could do anything in life with your time and you had money was an issue, what would you do? When I thought about that, before, my answer used to be like, I would open up some community center that assists, it serves the orphans and the elderly, but also it embraces the community, because it's a payback system where we all help each other. We all use each other to help each other. So, that elderly lady, Mrs. Johnson, she needs her sink clean, and we know this guy over here, he could do it, but he got an interview coming up, so we're gonna get this lady who she needs someone to watch her babysit her children. So we got the elderly babysitting the children or something, or whether there's a room and then the elderly can come babysit there. But the way that you get services done for you is by giving service to another. That's the concept. So Mrs. Johnson, the elderly lady, she needs her sink fixed. This guy, Mr. King, he needs a haircut. He needs his locks twisted. And this sister, Miss LaQuisha, she's a single mom and she needs a babysitter. So Miss LaQuisha's child is being babysat by the elderly woman, Mrs. Johnson, and Mr. K is gonna be fixing Mrs. Johnson's sink so he can get the service of getting his hair twisted. We know that Miss LaQuisha could twist that hair, and it'd be a center where everybody can get the services that they need, whether it's written down and different people can volunteer to take care of it. But you can't get a service unless you gave a service. And just it's common unity, working together. I have hella goosebumps. I haven't thought about that idea in a while, at least, and certainly haven't said it out loud in a while. Well, we're all here to assist each other. And you gotta look at it like that. You know, when people are working, it's just exchanging services, exchanging goods. They're giving you money. I mean, you get money because you are giving your time and energy, which is so very important in itself. But yes, we are all one. Whew. So I just wanted to, those two that I had them out on my table for a while now. Since the last time I was looking through these cards. That was like prior to Mother's Day, right around that time frame. But I wanted to share the meditation thing. And it's like I ghosted my best friend because I was just like, I'm going down a different path, and I'm not gonna keep. I didn't have to do things like that. That's the reality here. I remember I had a different friend prior to that, right around the same time frame. And she was a friend of me, but I didn't know it. And then when I finally realized, and we just like reviewing it all and learned different things, and I was like, wow. I had a discussion with her, like, I'm gonna stop being friends with you if I keep this type of energy keeps happening. And I gave her different examples and stuff, and then well, she didn't stop. So I stopped being friends with her. I didn't want a friend of me. I am enough. That's very good. That's acceptance. Acceptance is that's the sacral chakra energy for sure. I am enough. That's a good affirmation. And a quote to meditate on. This one's by Buddha too. Let's get a different one. That one's also by Buddha. I am the architect of my life. Ooh, affirmation, I'm the architect of my life and I am enough. Great. And all three of these quotes are from Buddha. I mean, these quotes right here. Very good. Sacral chakra. One who controls occurring anger as one would a chariot gone off the track. That one I call a charioteer. Other people just hold the reins. One who controls occurring anger as one would a chariot gone off track. That one I call a charioteer. The other just hold the reins. Right. So it's not about just not having the anger. It's about recognize when you're doing it, get it back on track. Let's get back into the flow of this. Do the fluidity. Let's do the harmony, which we never got to. I put the card away. I doggone put the card away. Wisdom arises through effort. Right. As I speak to my daughter about that, it's like, as you read about how to drive a car in a book, you read about it, you don't know how to drive a car. If you play the video games, or arcade games, or the video games, or on the phone, you still don't know how to drive a car. You don't know until you actually get out there and do it. and you keep doing it and keep practicing, keep getting it right. It's not about being perfect. But then you have the wisdom. Now that you know and you actually experienced it, you've cultivated some wisdom. You know what makes more sense to do at certain timings, and the way that you do it, and the reasons that you're doing it, because you comprehend. You had the knowledge. You know. Now you can get the wisdom. Apply what you know. That's the wisdom. Wisdom arises through effort, application, right? Wisdom disappears through lack of effort. Knowing this twofold path of growth and decline, one should arrange oneself such that wisdom increases. And wisdom is the woman. We're talking about the SVADHISTHANA, chakra, moon energy. I already told you it was triple darkness out here. It's the 13th, which is the M. It's the day after Mother's Day, and it is a Monday. 3. Triple darkness. I give thanks. I give thanks to my ancestors. Love them, and they love me, and they stay showing me that. They don't want you to know that. They don't want you to know this information. That's why that was the whole thing. Let's take them. You gotta get to the children. We gotta reteach them. Well, we're gonna take them and have them over here working all day in the fields. So they can't be with the babies, can't teach them nothing. And we're gonna teach the babies what we want, as well as oppress them, subject them to all types of stuff, rape them, because they bury up these in the schools and buried underneath, and the Native American children, and they see and test and see, well, these children have been molested. What the fuck was going on in these schools? Oh, you thought they wanted their children so they could teach them. Nah. Yeah, same shit with the church, right? You know what happens. You send your child to school or daycare. Yo, these fucking daycare people. I used to be blasted and like, yo, I sent my baby in here with a onesie on. Why my baby don't got a onesie on? What the fuck is this? Where'd the baby's onesie go? And all the y'all in here is older than me. They either have older people, which makes sense, or people who never had a baby before. They're studying, they're learning. It's funny. Like, oh, no. My baby don't never get dropped off with snot in her nose, dried up, crusty boogers. What is this? What are you getting paid $200 a week for? Why do I drop off all these diapers at the beginning of the week, and every week you run out? Like, you sharing the diapers with everyone? Like, don't you guys have funds for that? Past. But the biggest influence on your children's life should be you. Not these various institutions that have their own agendas. What's your agenda for yourself and for your child? Next one. Do not think a small virtue will not return in your future lives. Just as falling drops of water will fill a large container, the little virtues, the steadfast, accumulate, will completely overwhelm them. That's awesome. And that's one thing that used to keep me somewhat sane. While I have my baby away from me, I made sure, like, if she's going to this daycare, I'm going to work at this daycare. Fuck that. And I would still run out to class sometimes. Like, I need to go see my child. I don't know. I feel something's wrong. And she'd be okay, but I'm all, like, tore up inside, scared. They made us watch a video about shaking baby syndrome. Oh, my goodness. I couldn't even watch the whole thing. Then I had to get myself together before I go back into class. Like, I didn't just show you that. They're like, it's always people who know the baby. It's not even usually strangers. It's usually a family member. Oh my goodness. The young mothers, like the boyfriends and shit around. You gotta protect your babies, because who else is gonna? That's why they need you. That's why you had a womb. That's what we did for all that time while they were growing. And it's the same concept as they are now outside of our bodies, and they're their own little beings. They still need our guidance. They still need our protection, and they need much more than that. They need these seeds planted, the nourishment, the love, and all of that. They need us more than these jobs need us. And it's the most natural and healthy thing. It's a much better and harmonious flow for the woman, the child, and the man involved, if hopefully there is, because that's how it's very natural like that. It's a healthy balance. Woo! Right. But yes, that kept me calm because I was always like, I'm in here taking care of babies and doing a good job doing it. I know my baby's going to be safe. Not to the point people were asking me to babysit. I tried to avoid it for so long, and I finally did. And that was good. I made a good difference. I'm happy. She was like, he's going to be a handful. He's such a good little boy. There's nothing to worry about. He likes to run around and make noise and jump. Okay, I'm going to make sure it's fun for him. I'm going to make sure you move things out the way so he can do that. Make sure to take him outside so he can do that. But what? Let the boy run around in the sunlight. We can kick the ball and stuff like that. And that's going to get him a lot of nap time. But I get it. It's you're trying to work and be a full-time mom. Obviously, half the time you're at work, so it's not full-time. And you miss out on a lot. So, I'm grateful for, I'm just grateful. Full of greatness, and you are too. Okay, we're about done. Oh, I'll pull some cards. Oh, I was supposed to pull a card from a new deck. Speaking of ancestors, woman and mothers, a woman, an Aquarius. She found out I did tarot and stuff through Facebook years ago. And then maybe like a year ago, one time, I hadn't seen it. She works in a department store. I spoke about it before because I mentioned that she gifted me tarot decks. I was going to pull one out today and open it. I thought about it. I started crying. Because Aquarius is ruled by Uranus. Uranus is the higher octave of Mercury. I'm ruled by Mercury. It's the Palo Santo. Whoo, love the Palo Santo. So good. It's amazing. So we'll see what happens if I'm gonna pull some cards or not. But one thing I'm gonna do. Since it's a smell, I am gonna read this. I pulled it out. I already had it out, but I finally made sure to bring it out here. Okay. Why we want you to be rich. 2 men, 1 message. Why am I reading this on the day when it's talking about such darkness, because I keep talking about in this book, and they said it in the beginning. I want you to hear it. All right, so why we want you to be rich. We dedicate this book to William Zanker and the Learning Annex and applaud their commitment to financial education. Awesome. 2 men, 1 message. Donald J. Trump, Robert T. Kiyosaki. All right. Why Donald Trump and Robert Kiyosaki wrote this book. Chapter 1 is Millionaire Meets Billionaire, but we're not even going to get to chapter 1. I was like, ooh, which one's the millionaire? Which one's the billionaire? I should know that, right? I don't. Or even back then. Okay, so it starts off with predictions come true. Point number 1, in 2004, when Donald Trump and I first got together, we found out we shared the same concerns. These shared concerns cause us to write this book. Some of the concerns are: 1, a falling U.S. dollar and how a falling dollar would wipe out savers and the wealth of the middle class. 2, the rise in the price of oil. As world consumption of oil increases, the price of oil keeps going up. Oil affects everything, which means everything becomes more expensive. Again, this affects savers and the middle class. Alright. Because it's saying there are 3 points I want to make. These 3 points will explain why this book, Why We Want You to Be Rich, is more relevant today than when it was first released in 2006. We're now in 2024. Whew. 3, excessive debt. Not only is the consumer in debt, so is the U.S. government. Today, the world is spinning from the fallout of the subprime credit mess. When we used to just trade with cowrie shells, natural resources, and barter, and all assist each other. Like I just gave a pay it forward method and just explained that. 401k plans and mutual fund 401k plans and mutual fund companies ripping off their investors. Ooh, deceit. Soon after this book was first published, the Wall Street Journal wrote an article validating our concerns. Like, think about all the things we do for money. Point 2. Why We Want You to Be Rich was first published in 2006, the book was severely criticized by many people. This edition on the book points out why those critics weren't seeing the whole picture. All right. Point 3. Donald and I joined forces as teachers. We both had rich dads who were our teachers. We wrote this book because we believe in financial education. Your public school system don't. We believe it's time to get smart with your money and become rich rather than to count on the government and politicians to care for you and your money. Does it say care for or take? Oh, it says care for. Okay, yeah. All right. Introduction. The rich are getting richer, but are you? We are losing our middle class, and a shrinking middle class is a threat to the stability of America and to the world democracy itself. We want you to be rich so you can be part of the solution rather than part of the problem. It's Donald Trump and Robert T. Kiyosaki. Okay? So they came together to write this book. Alright? Now, the part I want you to know is it's right here. So, okay, I'm going to go ahead and start. All right, Donald Trump and Robert Kiyosaki are both concerned. Their concern is that the rich are getting richer, but America is getting poorer. Like the polar ice caps, the middle class is disappearing. America is becoming a two-class society. Soon you will be either rich or poor. Donald and Robert want you to be rich. This phenomenon, the shrinking middle class, is a global problem, but predominantly in the richer G8 nations, in countries such as England, France, Germany, Japan, etc. Former Federal Reserve Chairman Alan Greenspan said, "As I have often said, this is not the type of thing which a democratic society, a capitalist democratic society, can really accept without addressing." Go ahead. He went on to explain how the income gap between the rich and the rest of the U.S. population has become so wide and is growing so fast that it might eventually threaten the stability of democratic capitalism itself. Now, the very first thing it's highlighted, the very first paragraph, the problem is education, or lack of. What did the Federal Reserve Chairman state as the main cause of the problem? In one word, his answer was education. People perish for lack of knowledge. You're in the dark because you don't have a light on. Mr. Greenspan points out that U.S. children test above the world average levels at the 4th grade level. But by the 12th grade level, they are far behind. Yeah, do some research. Homeschool children come out far better. They're happier, healthier, and successful. He says we have to do something to prevent that from happening. Okay, excuse me. Donald Trump and Robert Kiyosaki also place the blame on the lack of education, but they focus on a different type of education, financial education. See, he was talking about, the Federal Reserve Chairman was talking about basic education. It's a fact though. I had the audacity of us to think that we're so great, and all these people dying, preventable diseases, and all these people living without homes, without food. There's nothing great about that. That's despicable. Where's the harmony? Donald Trump and Robert Kiyosaki. Okay, boom. Financial. Both men are very concerned about the lack of quality financial education in America at all levels. Both men blame the lack of financial education for the United States having gone from the richest country in the world to the biggest debtor nation in history so quickly. A weak U.S. economy and a weak U.S. dollar, the reserve currency of the world, are not good for world stability. As is often said in other parts of the world, when the United States sneezes, the world catches a cold. Both men are teachers. Both Donald Trump and Robert Kiyosaki are successful entrepreneurs and investors. Taurus season. Gotta invest, baby. Ooh, and it's page 4. Go ahead, Emperor. Both men do business and are recognized internationally. Both men are also teachers. Both men are best-selling authors, produce educational board games, speak at financial education events, and both have educational television programs. Donald Trump has his mega hit network television show The Apprentice, and Robert Kiyosaki has his television show Rich Dad's Guide to Wealth on PBS, the highly acclaimed educational public television network. Both men are teachers, not because they need more money, because they want to make a difference. They are both teachers because they are concerned about the fate of you and your family, this nation, and the world. Rich people who want to make a difference typically give money to causes they believe in. But Donald and Robert are giving of both their time as well as their money. And, ooh, time. This is my energy. Saturn. As the story goes, you can give a man a fish and feed him for a day, or teach him to fish and feed him for a lifetime. Come on. Instead of just writing checks to help the poor and middle class, Donald and Robert are teaching them to fish. Financial advice. There are 3 levels of financial advice. Advice for the poor, advice for the middle class, and advice for the rich. The financial advice for the poor is that the government will take care of them. The poor are counting on Social Security and Medicare. And don't even know. It's funny because it's like your cycles. You know, you may look down on a person like that and not even realize you're headed there yourself. You don't think that person worked 40 years of their life, but now because they're on a social service, you want to treat them bad. They don't have a job and they're elderly. Shit is crazy. Haven't they been through enough? And all they were trying to do was take care of their family, probably. If they have Social Security, right? The financial advice for the middle class is get a job, work hard, live below your means, save money, invest for the long term in mutual funds, and diversify. Most people in the middle class are passive investors, investors who work and invest not to lose. That's just called saving. The rich are active investors who work and invest to win. Come on now. Is you playing not to lose, or is you playing to win? Woo! This book is about becoming an active investor, expanding your means to live a great life by working and investing to win. Donald Trump and Robert Kiyosaki are best-selling authors and popular speakers because they teach people to expand, like the womb, like those, expand their means and improve, like your aura energy, expand their means and improve the quality of their lives, rather than work hard to live below their means. They want people to work and invest to win. Because that's what I thought about with the minimalist thing. I need to live below my means. I could be a minimalist. And I was like, but you could just also get more, and then it wouldn't be a concern. It's this. Do I shrink? I'm like, I'll just take this little corner over here. No, you expand and burst through these issues. You know, you leap triumphantly over that hurdle. A little history. This is the part I really wanted you to know, but I felt like it made sense to read the last couple of pages to get the setup for it. This is very important. Little history. A little history. During the hunter-gatherer age of human development, humans lived in tribes, and for the most part, all people were equal. If you were the chief of the tribe, you still lived pretty much like the rest of the tribe. Chiefs did not have Lear jets, multi-million-dollar estates, and golden parachutes. You know, that's the concept of Jesus. Go out and be in the world. Go be with the people. You He wasn't like, oh, this one doesn't have money, so I'm not gonna wash her feet. Or this one's blind, I'm not gonna heal them. Like, why we make everything be about the items you have or the money you have? The measure of your life, the quality of your life is not based on the items. This is scripture. I forgot which one it is. It's one that it pulled me back in again. I was like, oh, I need more scriptures. Because it's just another language to speak, So y'all go look that scripture up. The quality of your life is not measured by what you have. And then another thing, it says that you were given, it was given to you so that you could give to others. You're supposed to give to people who are disenfranchised, the poor, the handicapped, the foreigners, the widows, the orphans. You're supposed to be given to those who are in need. That's why it was given to you. So if we look at this concept in terms of information and life, okay, if it's given to me, I'm going to pass it on. I remember he was a Cancer sun, Aqua moon, Virgo rising. And I remember it was like his drive and his mission. And I used to ask him, like, why do you care? And stuff like that. I was in college and learning different things. I didn't even know about esoteric stuff. Woo! That Aqua moon, I learned that day. That season of my life. Haha. I used to think he was pious. In a certain regard to the word, yeah, he is. He was very pious. But anyways, I was gonna say he was the one coaching all them. One of them Dr. Yorkians and shit. Like, oh no. I started learning about that and getting into that. I didn't even know it was bad till years later. So when I tried to start getting back into it. And they was trying to recruit me and shit. Then I started learning, doing information. Like, But he did come with a lot of information though. And I do got that Dr. York Bible though. Oh, that's interesting. Did he really do the things that they said? Because, but he does got that name Michael, which is associated with the, that's interesting. That's neither here or there. Yeah, nah. Because I was interacting with them people. Nope. I seen it. It was like they were trapping women. With them STDs and shit. Right, because that's how it all came out. Nah, I remember before I left Facebook and all that, like 4 years ago. Yeah, they got that guy, something, what's he call himself? Some type of life something now, and he's got a crystal on his eye or something. Nah, yo. That whole situation, that whole culture, you will see it. I'm trying to trap you. Don't go. Do not go. Motherfucker. Right, I'd be on the phone going, all they do is argue. Motherfucker. Tap within. Go within. It'll lead you to the right places. You have a question you want to know, is this the right or wrong? Ask yourself. You'll see. Your guides will show you. Your ancestors will show you. Your higher self will show you. Just ask. But don't motherfucking jump your ass out the frying pan into the skillet. Don't just jump without no. Pay attention. Be aware. Live in alignment via awareness. I always say that. Alright, back to this. See how much destructive that was? Lack of harmony. I got off top. What was the point what I was even about to say about him? Wow. He taught me a lot about us. Yeah, but that's not what I was going to say. It doesn't matter. Don't let him throw you off. It'll be a cheerleader. Get back on the road. Alright. Oh, because I was like, oh, he was pious. Yeah, I mean, he was an actor. He was out here politicking in the agrarian age. agrarian age, there evolved a two-tiered society. The king of his rich friends on one tier and everyone else, peasants, working for the king on another tier. Generally, the king owned the land. The peasants worked the king's land and paid the king a form of tax by giving the king a share of their harvests. The peasants owned nothing and royalty owned everything. All right? In the industrial age, the modern middle class was born in America, and so was democracy. Now, it says, the founding fathers of America were so impressed. I'm always saying this. I'm like, I got it right. I can't believe I saw it in the book. I didn't learn this in school. The founding fathers of America were so impressed by the 5 tribes of the Iroquois Confederacy who lived in what is today known as New England that they used the tribal model as the model for our democracy. I'm going to say it again for everybody in the back. The founding fathers of America were so impressed by the 5 tribes of the Iroquois Confederacy who lived in what is today known as New England that they used the tribal model as the model for our democracy. That model elected representatives in upper and lower house and a Supreme Court. And in parentheses it says, made up of entirely women. At the same time, the founders of America were copying the Iroquois form of democracy. The idea of democracy in a middle class was still considered unrealistic in Europe. All while a powerful middle class and democratic society were blooming in the United States. So, today in the information age, the middle class is slowly dying, and so is democratic capitalism. Unlike any other time in history, there really is a very wide and growing gap between the haves and have-nots. Are we going backward into the agrarian age when there was no democracy and only 2 classes? Or will we evolve into a new form of capitalistic democracy? But I had to read that. I'm going to read it a 3rd time. Triple darkness out here. The founding fathers of America were so impressed by the 5 tribes of the Iroquois Confederacy who lived in what is today known as New England that they used the tribal model as the model for our democracy. That model elected representatives in upper and lower house and a Supreme Court made up of entirely women. At the same time, the founders of America were copying the Iroquois form of democracy. The idea of democracy in the middle class was still considered unrealistic in Europe, all while a powerful middle class and democratic society were blooming in the United States. What is known today as the United States. You know what he's saying. You know what he's saying. And I had brought out this book, A Woman's Book of Meditation, Discovering the Power of a Peaceful Mind. And I was like, ooh, how cool. And then I started flipping through the pages and stuff. And I could see. And it was just so interesting because, the oldest models of meditation and yoga are inside of pyramids. But they didn't want to give reference to that. I said, everything you know, y'all got from the Great Mother, you got from the XX, you got from indigenous, melanated. Oh my goodness, I was going online looking up melanin. You can't find it will only talk about biologically or in the body or on the. Melanin is a substance that's in everything, every living thing on this earth. But it was so hard to find an article stating it without it being too scientific, using all these words that didn't make sense, and they're saying it without saying it. So give thanks to these master teachers. They've been teaching us. They don't want you to know about yourself, your power. What am I doing? Why am I moving this stuff? And your abilities, and there's just so much to know and be and do. So don't let them Don't let nobody let you not be yourself and make it seem like you're wrong because you acknowledge and know that what they're teaching you came from people who've been teaching, even though they don't want to acknowledge. You better tap within. You're cosmically aligned. You have a personal relationship with Source, God, all-knowing force, the universe, whichever which way you want to call it, see it, connect with it. Tap in. Here we go. Pulling these cards. Yo. That's what I does. Aight. See what wants to come forth today. Thank you guys for watching the video, being part of it. Just sharing light, spreading light, being grateful, answering this call, and just finding out how to do that in a way where it's powerful, affects others in a harmonious, happy way to assist them throughout their transformation. Remember we did transformation yesterday? Woo! Assist them in their transformation on this journey. Alright? Uh-oh, not the Three of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords. Uh-oh. Working on the project, speaking this truth. Come on now. Not you with the earth and sword, earth and air. I heard that confirmation. Woo! Ace of Swords is straight truth. Three of Pentacles, 3. First of all, 3, you already know. Pentacles is earth, it's Taurus season. It's projects and working on it, it's all coming together. Like the little triangle of the project I explained to you, the paying it forward thing, concept. Aces are always yeses. Yeah, hella confirmation. Aces are always yeses. And this sword, this air, the thought, the ideas is being passed around. This is the little project that I'm doing. Sharing this knowledge. Let's go. This make me think about, what's that story with the round table and only one person can pull the sword out? And that's why it's so important to just be you and shine your light. Do you how you are. And allow other people to do them how they are. Don't take no shit. They say tread lightly, walk with a big stick. It's that balance. Or they be like, fuck out my face while I balance these chakras. I like that one. Alright, 3 of Pentacles. Earth energy. Earth symbolizes beauty in nature. The goddess. 3. Nobility. Noble. Perfection. Fame. Trials. Overcome. Confidence. That don't sound like project. That's why I love this deck. It is working on things and bringing it together. But nobility. Perfection. Fame. Trials. Overcome. Trials. Overcome. And confidence. When I tell you, you know what I'm saying? Let them keep being agents. Let the ops keep coming. I got hitters on the squad. They be ready. Hey, you know, you gotta be holding them back. But I can't, you know what I'm saying? You did this. It said, touch not my anointing. You did this. Look, I'm John 14:14 with it. I'm gonna just sit still, enjoy my life. I'm gonna just be fluidity. I'm gonna just flow out here. Sheesh! This truth, swords, air, symbolizes sky, thought, ace, excess. I'm a little bit excessive. Yep. It's okay. Excess, seriousness, determination, intelligence, capacity, determination, committed. That's right. Intelligence, the thought, serious, is determined, the capacity. Motherfucking went out here. Nobility, perfection, fame, trials, overcome, confidence. Who talking to? The capacity to be intelligent, determined, serious, excess. I'll pull one more card. Because, 3, triple darkness. I'm so grateful. Yay. So people are like, when is tarot? We'll just give you a little bit. See, it's energy, like everything is. I do it on camera on purpose. You saw what just happened. I'm trying to shuffle cards. This just flip on accident. see I was clearly shuffling these cards. Ocean 17. The stars, which I should have said yesterday because 17 was an 8. And that was relevant to yesterday for some reason. Or no, that was relevant to Saturday when it came out. Oh, and she represents that hope, that love. Woo, the star card. Go ahead. Go ahead. Oshun and water. The last time I told a story about Oshun, it was like she was the woman. She had all the water, even though she's not the deities of the water, though. But she's like their daughters. So I don't know all the details per se, but boom. I guess they weren't listening to her or something like that, or they were trying to exclude her or something. I don't know exactly, but she left. The feminine force left. And everything dried up. Yeah, the stars, the water bearer. It's an air sign, but it's nourishing. It's an air sign. The water bearer, Aquarius, energy. However, with it seen nourishing the world, the earth. She's naked. She's come as you are. You know, to give this information to nourish. She's got a foot on the land, and she's also in the water. Turtle, amphibian. But she represents the hope. It's the stars. So the land was all dried up. When Oshun left, they didn't want to treat her properly. You know, you don't have a woman who's going to be dried up. You don't want unfertile soil. You can't do nothing with it if it ain't moist. You know how you like that macaroni and cheese in the pot. Moist. Same way you like your Duncan Hines. You want that cake to be wet. Moist, rather. Yeah. If it's wet, then it's like a molten chocolate. It's like, ooh, that's a whole nother level. The lava cakes. I love lava cakes. I haven't had one of those in years. Those little processed things from Domino's. Oh my goodness. I used to order those from Domino's, not getting nothing else but the lava cakes. I lived close enough where I can just go grab it. Take a little 10-minute, 15-minute walk. Oh yeah. Oh, this is like the tuna and stuff. So basically they were begging for Oshun to come back, and that's how they had to learn. You know, you don't have a woman that's gonna be all dry. It's not gonna be fertile. It ain't gonna be right. It's not gonna be harmony. You don't have a woman. You don't have the water. What's wrong with you? So this is so symbolic when we're doing the sacral energy. They were begging for her to come back. Yeah, respect the goddess. You came through the goddess. God is. Is God not? Is God is. Oshun, where we at? The stars. Ozum. Orisha of rivers and sources of water. Sacral chakra. Hope, abundance, and love. So that's why I'm doing it. I appreciate y'all, and I give thanks to my ancestors. Seeing the show of those who came before us. I'm so grateful to be connected to all-knowing force, the source that created all. This is the reason why these stars and planets are suspended on nothing, right? In the cosmic womb that we call space, ether. All right. Y'all remember to always ask ancestors and to surely seek spirit. Peace.